Hey everyone, have I here been a video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, we're going to be discussing the Dokkan Festival exclusive and Carnival featured type advantages for this upcoming worldwide celebration. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and dive right in. So the countdown continues for the worldwide unification celebration for the Heated Showdown campaign. Of course, it's going to be featuring movie bosses, and hopefully we're going to be getting an amazing either base form Broly or a legendary Super Saiyan Broly. We don't know exactly what we're going to be getting, but this video is not going to be focusing on the unit itself, but what we're going to get in terms of type advantages in these LRs. And we should be getting 4 Dokkan Festival exclusive LRs and Carnival featured LRs in total. So 2 Dokkan Festival exclusive and 2 Carnival featured. Now we don't know how they're going to be released, right? Is it going to be a dual Dokkan Fest with 2 Dokkan Festival exclusive LRs in part 1 and then 2 Carnival featured LRs in part 2? Or are they going to bring back the worldwide celebration initial when the Carnival units came out in the cooler celebration, where we ended up getting Dokkan Festival exclusive and Carnival in part 1 and then Dokkan Festival exclusive and Carnival in part 2? We recently just had that happen in the 9-year anniversary, so they might bring that back. We'll see. But again, focusing on type advantages is the main focus. And how I come up and figure out what the type advantages are, and again, I'm 99% sure on Dokkan Festival exclusive, about 90% on Carnival featured, is kind of looking at the patterns that Dokkan provides. So first, let's look at the Dokkan Festival exclusive LRs. And when you look at that, the screen you're seeing here is what I call the first generation of LR Dokkan Festival exclusives. It all started way back when in the 3rd year anniversary with the transformation Super Vegito and transformation Super Gogeta, right? And all those were 170% leader skills. Of course, that evolved into like a dual leader skill here. Technically, they shafted the Vegito Blue and Gogeta Blue because for some reason they downgraded them to 150%, but basically everyone else was 170% at least, right? So just those 2 units. I criticized that when they initially came out. I was like, why are they taking a step back? But anyway, they're fixed up now with their EZAs. Now you actually see a pattern starting after like the first row on top, because you started seeing that these units came about as anniversary units, generally speaking. Then it turned into anniversary and worldwide celebration. Then you had Tanabata be involved, and of recently you're going to be seeing the pattern of Tanabata Dokkan Festival exclusive LR in anniversary and Dokkan Festival exclusives in the worldwide celebration. And again, all this ended for the first generation of Dokkan Festival exclusive LRs with full power Frieza and Super Saiyan Goku in their worldwide celebration. Now that leads us into currently what we're experiencing now is a 200% meta, and you can see the first row there was Cooler, the worldwide celebration Cooler, the 8-year anniversary, and the Tanabata, right? And then I kind of put LR Piccolo and LR Not Beast Gohan separately. They were a movie campaign and collaboration, had nothing to do with the patterns that we're seeing in terms of filling out each type advantage. And then you can see the previous year and the 8-year anniversary, and of course currently right now in the 9-year anniversary. To put in a little bit more perspective, right, you can kind of see now the patterns when I actually put the labels on here. So anniversary, so this is how Dokkan Festival exclusives generally work out. It starts with 2 Dokkan Festival exclusive LR in the anniversary. In this case, you had the LR Gods and the LR Super Saiyan 4s, right? Then it's going to be Tanabata, in this case LR GG, and then the worldwide celebration. And again, I'm using JP standards here because well, in a sense, yeah. So on global, then it would be anniversary first, and then worldwide celebration second, and then Tanabata third, right? That's how global would release these. But in JP, it would be anniversary, Tanabata, and then worldwide celebration. Again, I took Piccolo and Gohan out of the pattern style on here, so they're just kind of one-offs. Then last year was anniversary with the Spirit Bomb units. Then you had Tanabata with Super Saiyan 4 full power Goku, and then you have Worldwide Celebration. And then of course this year, Anniversary, Beast Gohan, full power Broly, Tanabata, LR, Tech UI Goku, and guess what? It leaves only 2 spots, right? So if you kind of just recognize the patterns over the years, it makes it a lot easier to kind of decide what it's going to be. And Worldwide Celebration being the final section of the type advantage row here, makes it a lot easier, right, to decipher. So when you look at it, you go, okay, great. These are the 2 units very easily. Int, physical, right? That's it. Now, again, caveat, Dokkan's Dokkan. They can do whatever they want, but generally they follow a pattern. They don't want to break the cycle. They make a ton of money. So it's like, if it's not broke, don't fix it kind of scenario. And could they mess this up and do something totally different? Sure. But this is the reason why I am 99% sure that the Dokkan Festival exclusive LR's type advantages is going to be int and physical, right? I'll put that, I'll even put 99.9% and put a 0.1% chance that Dokkan does something totally unpredictable. But as you can see, it's clear as day. It's going to be those 2 type advantages because that's really what's left. And then there's no really special situations where they're throwing something in that's messing up the patterns here. So if I literally took everything, if I took LROP and not Beast going on out, it just would match up perfectly, right? So that leads me then to LR Carnival featured, right? So LR Carnival featured is going to work out kind of similarly, but it's not as clear because the pattern hasn't been really fully, created yet. So when you look at all the current Carnival units that we have here, it all started with the Tech Super Saiyan Goku and then the Metal Cooler, right? That was the beginning of Carnival units, which is surprising. Generally, I would have thought they would have started during the anniversary, but they started during the Worldwide Celebration. And if I added the labels to all this, right, celebration, we're also seeing that we're going to be getting a Carnival featured LR during Christmas. So on JP, it would be around Christmas time. Of course, this unit came a little bit later on global, but around Christmas time we would then get the double rates banner there. And then now Tanabata, we're getting a Carnival featured as well. So you kind of see kind of a pattern, but it's kind of messed up a little bit due to the fact that this previous year here did not have a Tanabata provided. And then of course it was the anniversary after the Worldwide Celebration, we ended up getting the Goku, the Kai Goku and Z Gohan, right? So Worldwide Celebration here, but interestingly enough, what they did was the anniversary units were down here, right? It was in another row, which makes it interesting going, okay, the 2 type advantages that did not have the representation that we would want to see pattern wise is Tech and STR. So when Jiren came out, I was 90% sure then, right, it was going to be a Tech unit because Tech is now short 2 units here. So I was like, okay, it's going to be another Tech Jiren, which is going to be unusual, but it wasn't. It actually been an AGL, so that ended up having this extra layer here, which already started during the anniversary. So I was like, okay, this is now getting a little bit more confusing. So I would say I'm 99.9% sure it's going to be a Tech unit for the Carnival featured for Worldwide Celebration. However, do I think it's going to be Tech STR? And yes, I think that's what's going to be the case here, right? So I think that's what's going to happen. However, it could be Tech, right? There is the room for that error for Tech, or they're going to start a new row again, which then would confuse the heck out of me of what they're doing in terms of the Carnival featured. So my guess will be 90% sure it's Tech STR, but they could do a Tech, and then that extra 0.1% chance of starting a new row here going, okay, yeah, we don't have a pattern. We're just throwing out whatever type of advantages is going to be out there. So what I am thinking, my final prediction, because the celebration is right around the corner, we should get previews pretty soon, is Dokkan Festival exclusive Int and physical. Again, 99.9% sure on that one. And then 90% sure Carnival feature is going to be Tech and STR. Tech for sure, right? Tech for sure. So that's my thoughts here. This is kind of how I break it down, logically speaking. And, you know, I know Dokkan isn't always too logical here, but hopefully now you guys can break it down. I know some of you guys have already been doing this. I've been doing this for years, right? You know, showing you my thoughts and what the type advantages are. And I've been pretty, pretty good. You know, I would say over 70% the time I'm right, and 70% might be a little bit low on predictions in terms of doing it this way. But in terms of like LR Dokkan Festival exclusives, I'm like 90 something percent. I would maybe even guess for Dokkan Festival exclusives, you know, in certain combinations, I'm really high up there, because what happens when I start predicting for anniversary is I have, you know, really nothing to be a baseline for. So that makes it a lot harder, because they can choose any one of these because anniversary starts a new row, right? So that's different in this case. So if I were to guess, I think I was off on you know, Beast Gohan. I think I had him at I think Tech. So but anyway, that's hard to do. But when it's like, again, clear as day here, you know, I'm pretty sure I'm 100% when it's the Worldwide Celebration. I think last year I got it right, and the year before that I got it right. So again, based on, you know, previous years, it was pretty easy because it was the final two available. So anyway, with that, hopefully you guys enjoy this video here. Let me know if you think I'm right, you think I'm totally off. You know, again, I'm showing my work here. So if you have something different, let me know in the comment section below. And if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Thank you all for watching. Keep on Dokkaning. We'll catch you next time. Later.